In analysis. What is the topic? Again? But sometimes we look at artificial vegetative reproduction. Today we are looking at natural vegetative, right? And we said that in artificial vegetative reproduction, man helps or man performs some techniques by which we can have new plants, right? Man helps in doing something so we can have new plants. In this case, we have natural vegetative reproduction, right? Artificial is where man helps or man does something. What do you think is natural vegetative reproduction? Right? When we talk about vegetative reproduction, it's where plants produce new plants from other plant materials than the seed. Right? The seed, it is sexual. Other plant materials, it is vegetative or asexual. Right? So what is natural vegetative reproduction? Anyone? Quickly. If artificial is where man helps, what do you think is natural? Great, yeah? It is where plants grow without the help of man. Right? These plant parts, the leaves, the stems, the roots, all those things, they grow without man doing anything or man applying any technique. They grow by themselves. You just plant them and they grow by themselves. Right? So we can say okay, and these plant parts they have different names given to them. We have rhizomes, bulbs, worms, tubers which are root, and stem tuber. And we also have runners, Right? Do anyone know what is a rhizome or an example of a rhizome? Okay, these are plant materials which grow horizontally just on the soil. They grow horizontally. When we talk about horizontally, how is that? Horizontally. How that runs? Written horizontally. Marvin? What is horizontal? Is it this way or this way? Which one? This one or this one? Horizontal. Written. The upper? What do you think? I can't remember the name. It's not good, right? Flint. Which one do you think is horizontal? This one here or this one? Yes, this here is horizontal. So rhizome, they are plant parts or plant materials which grow like this along the soil or just on the soil. And they produce shoots and roots. Can you give examples? Potato? Is potato a rhizome or a which potato? Which potato? The sweet potato, the Irish potato, which one? Well, I'm asking if potato is a rhizome or is it a tuber? You don't know? Okay, we will learn. Okay, rhizome, an example is what is it? Ginger. Right? Good. And then we have bulbs. These are, can you give an example of a bulb? They are most likely grown like vertical. They have fleshy leaves. When we talk about it doesn't mean that it is green, but it is fleshy or it has foliage. They are thick, has some amount of water, and they grow upright, fleshy. It has different layers. Can you give an example? Nobody knows? Rose? Travis? Do you know an example of a bulb? No? You never did that in SDA? You have to draw the diagram of a bulb. Present? Okay, we have example, we have like can you give me another? Can you give me another? Garlic, good. Another. Another. We have shallot as well, right? So those are bulbs. Ferns. Ferns. The ferns are swollen on the ground stems that store food. Right? Swollen on the ground stems that store food. Okay, we have example. Edo, give me another one. Those family. The Edo family. What else you have? You have Edo, you have Tashi, and those things. They are farms. And as we said just are also sit on long stems or roots that store nutrients and can sprout new plants. Right? They can be roots as well as stems. But the one that we give the potato, the sweet potato is a root tuber, whereas the Irish potato is a stem tuber. Can you give me another root tuber? Can you give me another root tuber? I'll give you another one and you give me another stem. Right? We have carrot is a root tuber. Can you give me another stem tuber? You said the Irish potato is an example of a stem tuber. Can you give me another stem tuber? Okay, you will look that up for your homework. Good. And we have runners. Right? Runners, they are slender, horizontal stems that grow above the ground. Example of a runner is the strawberry plant. Right? And you can, from the node, you can cut each node and plant it and you have a new plant. Whereas alone, they are like the runners, but they can grow on the ground as well as above ground. You have, most of them will be like the Bermuda grass or the grass system. And with all the water suffer. So I just have some pictures of each side. Let me see. What is that? It is a ginger, right? So you can cut any part here and plant it, and you will have a new plant, right? The ginger. And ginger is an example of what? All right. Good. What is that? What is onion? Which one of those plants material? Bulb. Those are different types of onion. What is that? Edo. What is edo? What is edo? A worm. Well, that is the planting material. What is that? What is that? What is that? Sweet potato. And what is sweet potato? Which one of them? Is it a root or is it a stem? Is it a root? Good. Right, that is the planting material. And sweet potato, it can be propagated from the root itself or from the stem. Right? It can be propagated from the root itself. Good. Good. So you can cut out this part, right? Little tubes, and wherever you have a tube, you plant it in the ground and you have a new plant. It will produce a new plant. Whereas the stem, you can cut anywhere of the stem, you plant it and you have a new plant. Right? So the potato can be propagated from the stem as well as the good. That is what is it? Strawberry. This is an example of what? A runner. Good. Last one. That is a Bermuda grass. That is the Bermuda grass, and it is an example of what? material or the plant parts which reproduce naturally. Right? The plant this and man doesn't have to do anything else. They don't have to insert a scion, they don't have to insert a cell or nothing so that they can have new plants. They just grow by themselves. Right? I forget to tell you that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the terms natural vegetative reproduction, list materials which are propagated naturally, and give brief description of any two of those materials. Right? So let me just write a brief description of these materials. And give one example of any two materials. So you can copy that. Formula here we have principal and bracket 1 divided by 100. This is power, right? So you know what power on the calculator? How you put Well, as I've said before that we will give our definition of the term natural vegetative reproduction, list the plant materials which carry out natural vegetative reproduction, and brief description of any tree. You give me your own words. What do you think it is? And give an example. The ones that you have described. Right? So, would I have volunteers or I would come for me to follow me? Would I have volunteers or is it for me to follow me? Quickly? So you can volunteer yourself, or if not, I would call on you to give a brief description of natural vegetative reproduction. In simple words, you don't have to write down everything that was on the board here. In simple words, what is natural vegetative reproduction? Ellie? Just write a brief description of what is natural vegetative reproduction. Right? In your own words, it can be like just one sentence. Someone else would ask somebody would list two methods or materials which carry out natural vegetative reproduction. Another person is another two, and another person is another two. Right? And I have three persons to give this description of one. Are you finished? Good. Let's read what you have. Read. Come on, read loud. Natural. many of us here? Yes. Let's see. What is natural vegetative reproduction? Good. It is a process whereby plants are produced without the aid of man. Man doesn't help in producing new plants. Good. So let's test the plant parts which carry out natural vegetative reproduction. Yes, Rebecca, can you just list two of them quickly? Two plant parts. Quickly. What we have tubers and well, there's some rows, another two. So what we have here? Sulfurs and rabbit. Yes, rabbit. Another two. Oh, quickly, go quickly, go. Oh, quick, don't tell me that you had the whole thing. Oh, two more, just two more. Come quickly. We have tubers, holes, stoppers, runners. We have three more. I'm just asking you to list two. Let me study class basic time when I ask you to do something a month ago. I ask you to read only alone. How quickly? Good. What we have? What we have? Stolen, sabon, and worms. Good. Who will volunteer to give a brief description of any one? Marvin? In your own words, just write what you think any one of them. Yes, Marvin. Any one. Okay, we have one more, which is right. Any one of them, just like a brief description. Good. Then we have here rhizome. A rhizome is a horizontal stem that grows on the ground. Good. A rhizome is a horizontal stem that grows on the ground. Good. Lucian, can you just describe any other one? It has here a tuber is a stick on the ground that stores nutrients. What is left out? Stem or root. And a tuber is a stick on the ground stem or root that stores nutrients. Yes, let's come with one example of a rhizome. And Diana will give one example of a tuber, either a stem tuber or a root tuber. Yes, something. One example of a variable. Yes, yes, sure. Yes, it's correct. Yes, it's correct. That's one example. This can either be a stem tuber or a root tuber. But you have to state if it's a stem or a root. Put the example under the bracket. You put if it is a stem tuber or a root tuber. What's the idea? Sweet potato. How do you spell potato? So sweet potato, is it a stem tuber or is it a root tuber? Sweet potato. Sweet potato, is it a stem tuber or a root tuber? Carrot. Is sweet potato a stem tuber or a root tuber? A root tuber. Good, right? Sweet potato is a root tuber. Very good. So we look at natural vegetative reproduction, the definition, plant parts which carry out natural vegetative reproduction, description of the plant parts, and example. Right? So I hope you have learned something. This brings us to the end of our lesson. And